Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Benita. Here we talk about all the things that we love as it relates to lifestyle and luxury. Again, if you are new, welcome. So we do videos usually twice a week. Wednesday is a luxury upload, and then on Friday, we do what we call a Fast Five Friday. So if you think you would like it here, I hope that you would like, of course, comment, turn on the post notifications, don't forget to subscribe. But without further ado, we're gonna get started. A couple of videos ago, we briefly mentioned about pre-loved items, and so when I mentioned that in the comments and also too over on Instagram, it did spark some conversation about shopping pre-loved. Is it a good idea? How do I shop pre-loved? What are my thoughts? I do have a luxury pre-loved playlist here on YouTube. I will link it here, but of course I will link it down below. But I wanted just to pop on in true Fast Five Friday fashion and just give you 5 ways, like 5 platforms, how I usually shop pre-loved. Years ago, this really wasn't a conversation, you know, because people were just either buying pre-loved or people were buying new from the boutique. But with inflation, with, you know, things, people just really looking at their dollars and how we choose to spend our dollars. We want to be smart with our money. You want to count the cost. You want to look at the benefits of it. So the first way that I usually shop pre-loved is via Instagram. And I don't suggest it if you are buying pre-loved for the first time or you haven't built some kind of like communication or relationship. I use that term loosely. Some kind of communication or community here on social media, and particularly Instagram. I don't suggest that you just blind buy, you just randomly pick someone, a seller or anyone on Instagram and just, you know, start purchasing. I only purchase through people who are vetted. I purchased my Chanel denim flat bag through Instagram. I reached out to a reseller and she was able to find the bag for me. There's tons of resellers here on Instagram. I'll just put a few down below. But another good, safe way, I feel, in my opinion, is, again, if you build a community, if you communicate a lot with folks in the luxury type community here or either on Instagram, you can always reach out to them and say, hey, I'm looking for this. Do you know someone who's selling? You see something, and if you trust my opinion, I can, you know, make a comment for you on it if it's, you know, a good buy or if it looks like a trusted seller. And you always want to authenticate no matter what. The second way that I shop pre-loved is locally here, like consignment shops, local boutiques, vintage finds. I like to shop local because it's good for the economy. Being a business owner is good for the economy. But two, you have a little bit more leverage. You can always see face-to-face the condition of the item, the pre-loved item that you're looking for. And then also too, you can build a relationship, you know, somewhat of a face-to-face relationship. Most of the time, they're going to negotiate with you face-to-face, and you can get a better deal face-to-face. So if you have any local pre-loved consignment or boutiques or resellers in your town or somewhere close by that you can physically see the bags and kind of, I don't want to say haggle, but kind of, you know, talk about pricing to the seller face-to-face, I think that's a better option as well. And part 2 of that would be my number 3, which would be online consignments and boutiques. There are tons of online, like personal sellers who have an online presence, but, you know, 9 times out of 10, they may also have a physical store in their town. One that pops into my mind quickly is Agora Vintage. She's heavy on Instagram, and she does have a local boutique. I think it's in Georgia. I say the online boutiques, if they're not local to you, because the same principle applies. You can DM them, you can, you know, message them under their post and say, hey, I'm very interested. You know, check your DM and you can list a price. You can, if you see something, you can call them, speak with them over the phone, get them to hold it for you, send more pictures, and you can talk about pricing as well. Fourth way that you can shop pre-loved would be all of the platforms like Fashion File, Rebag, TradeZ, eBay, Poshmark. And the reason why it's number 4 for me is because a lot of these places you're not going to get the best deal. I think it should be number 1 if you are new to Preloved, this may be your first time shopping Preloved or your first luxury item, and it does take a lot of the guesswork and the anxiety out of it, I would suggest you shop a platform like Fashion File or eBay. eBay has an authentication program that they will authenticate. All of these platforms say that they do have an authentication process or program. But again, once you get the item, no matter where you get it from, Preloved, you want to get it authenticated again. I highly suggest it. Another reason why these platforms are really good if you're just starting out or for any of us is because if you happen to get an item, all of them claim that their items are 100% authentic, right? But if you get an item and you get it authenticated again and it comes back that it's not, they will refund your money. Without a doubt, they won't give you an issue. They will refund your money. Out of all of those, if I have to shop a platform, my first place would be eBay. I know people are sketchy with eBay because, I mean, eBay can be sketch, but over the years, eBay has tightened up their sellers, but they really are in favor of the buyer. It may take, you may have to go through some red tape because, you know, they've seen scams on both sides. They've seen sellers trying to scam and buyers trying to scam. So it may take, you know, longer than you would hope, maybe like a week or so, but it's not going to be like a month or two if you run into an issue. Just do your research. But for me, eBay will be the first place because you just find the better deals. Because if I'm going to shop Preloved, because I do both, I shop brand new from the boutique and I shop Preloved. So if I feel like I need to shop Preloved for a certain item, then the price is going to be the determining factor. I need to save enough money to make it beneficial for me to shop Preloved. A lot of the girls say that Poshmark is really good. I'm just now trying to kind of get my zhuzh as it relates to Poshmark. The fifth way that I think is a really good idea if you want to shop luxury Preloved would be try a luxury subscriptions. You guys know that I've recently been working with Bag Borrow Steal, but it doesn't even have to be that one. There are plenty like BBrewington, Fashion Pass, of course, like I said, Bag Borrow Steal. There's plenty. Just Google luxury subscriptions or renting luxury bags. Tons of programs come up. You can kind of go in and see which one works best for you. For me, I love doing it because it helps me to try something out before I'm ready to commit, like the beautiful YSL bag behind me. And I have a cap. People say that luxury subscriptions can be a waste of money. Anything can be a waste of money, right? I have a budget when I'm doing luxury subscriptions. It has to make sense. So my budget is like $100, $150. When it gets into the $200 range, I gotta kind of see to make sure it has served me well. You can find the bags, you can rent them if you like, you can try them out, do it a couple of times for special occasions, and then they all have buyout options that you can buy the bag. Of course, it's Preloved, going to be at a cheaper price. My final tip would be in the whole shopping Preloved, just take in as much information as you can without getting overwhelmed and then tailor it, you know, to what works best for you. All right, guys, I hope that you have had a great week. I hope you have an even better weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye.